I am so happy that you're able to join us for this extended interview. Make sure to visit theoffbeatlife.com. Again, that's theoffbeatlife.com to get more killer resources. Hey friend, are you looking to land a remote gig ASAP? Well, did you know that we not only have a ton of online jobs you can apply to on our site, but now we are also sending them straight to your inbox. I'm happy to announce that we will be sending our email subscribers legit online jobs every Wednesday. We have done hours of research so you don't have to. If you want to be the first one to hear about the remote gigs we find, go to theoffbeatlife.com to subscribe. Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here for our extended interview with Nubia, where she's going to be sharing how to become recession-proof as an online entrepreneur. Hey Nubia, how are you?
Hey.
Before we get to your awesome tips and tricks, can you tell us about you and why you live an offbeat life?
Okay, I am a woman of color, Generation X, who was feeling unfulfilled, tired, and ready for change. Packed up my things and bought a one-way ticket to go live an offbeat life.
Perfect. And of course, you have been able to make this lifestyle more sustainable for yourself, even during COVID and everything that's happening today. Now, can you tell us exactly how you have been able to make your business thrive, even throughout everyone having to stay home and not being able to really do much of anything right now, especially traveling?
Well, that's the thing. At this time, you have the ability to do so much more. So the key word here is pivot, capital P, pivot. Okay. So regardless of what your skill set was pre-COVID, you have the ability to pivot some of your hard and soft skills to become or create, I'll say, a new entity. So during this time, many companies and corporations had started to throw literally free things at people, to free courses, free classes, free, subscriptions, just free stuff for you to use during this time. I mean, everything from like Peloton, exercise. I could never really afford Peloton any other time. I took advantage of their free 90 days and then I exercised every day, just little things like that. But during this time, I took classes. I took every free course I could in marketing. And I did that not because I was trying to become a marketer, but because I knew that that was one of my weaknesses when it came to my own business. And I said, if I can learn a little about marketing, social and digital marketing, I can help my own business grow more because I was being frustrated. And I started taking courses. Then I started getting certified in these courses because a lot of the classes that were offered were giving free certifications. Once I became certified in social media marketing, then digital marketing, I realized there was a whole world of work that needed to be done. Even on my own, brand, I could help other people do it because it started making sense now, and that's how I created a new business for myself. My business is travel. So if I can't travel, I don't have business. And that was hard. I mean, that was like painful. So I needed to do something else. And I thought I was just educating myself during this time. Not only was I educating myself, I was building new skills and able to market myself as a marketer. So now I do social media strategy and digital marketing strategy for companies because for me, I am an organizer and logistics is something that just comes to me. But now that I have the tools that I've learned through the courses, I put those together, bam, I'm able to strategize. Do I want to be the marketer and do the little tedious stuff? No, but I'm very clear that that's not what I do. I do a higher level strategy for a business, and then they put that strategy in place for a social media marketer to implement.
Yeah, and there's just a lot of things that you can keep adding on to that, right? And make yourself even more of an expert than what you already have. And you're right, this is really the time to take advantage of that, especially if you don't have children in the house who's going to take up your time, or even then, like there's little things that you can do since we're all stuck at home. So for you, Nubia, what has been the best free resources that you have been able to use, especially with the courses that you have gone on to that have been really helpful for you that maybe we can also take?
Google Digital Garage is number one in digital marketing. The course is extremely interactive. It just makes sense and then not long and boring and drawn out. So Google Digital Garage, I would recommend highly. Then there is Shaw Academy. They actually have courses in social media marketing, digital marketing, content creation, and blogging. And they have courses in a bunch of other things, photography and more. That's another thing. If you love taking pictures, why not hone your skills and take a photography class, right? Become a content creator, take pictures and sell them as stock photos. I mean, there's so much that you can do during this time. If you love to write, write your book, write your memoir, or ghostwrite for somebody else. Like, there's just an limitless amount of things that people can do just off the strength of what they love. YouTube is major. TikTok is about to blow up. You know, if you remember Tabitha, I forgot her last name or whatever, she did the carrot bacon. Now she has a show on Ellen, like literally just off of TikTok.
It's amazing what you can do, even with just the things that you already love, and then people take notice of you on these different social media platforms. It's kind of crazy how people blow up from it.
Yeah, I love to cook. And during this pandemic, I started cooking again, you know? And once I started cooking again, I started posting photos. And then people were like, can I get the recipe? Like, they're literally asking me for the recipe. And then somebody said, oh my gosh, Nubia's Nibbles, this is going to be the next cooking show. And I was just like, oh, that's so sweet. Thanks. Guess what? Somebody said, why don't you create a cookbook? Then I was like, Nubia, your audience is telling you what they want. Why are you not doing anything with it? So I created a digital cookbook called Nubia's Nibbles from one of my Facebook followers that put that out there. And I sold almost 100 copies in less than 2 months.
Wow, that is incredible. And just from something that you were already doing, right? And again, your market and your audience is telling you exactly what they want from you, and you just delivered.
Correct. They're always going to tell you what they want and what they want. It's just up for you to listen.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, for somebody who is really unsure about themselves and they want to start working remotely and they don't feel like they have any existing skills, what would you say to that?
You have to want it for yourself more than the next person. So you honestly have to build that self-awareness and self-esteem. The one thing I would say is, what do you like doing? Regardless if you think you can make money doing it, what do you love doing? Start there. Do you love exercising? Do you love cooking? Do you love, making things? Do you love talking to people? What do you enjoy doing? Start there. Write down the 5 things that you enjoy doing. Then out of those 5 things, go to Google and type in, what can I do writing? What can I do speaking? What can I do? And you'll find a ton of different things. And then you just start writing down another 5 things that you can do for each one of those skills or things that you enjoy doing. And then from there, you just keep narrowing it down. People don't understand talking and being an extrovert is a huge skill. It's a huge skill. It can take you far, being a connector, being a networker, being a speaker, a public speaker, teaching people how to public speak. I mean, it's endless. It's endless.
Yeah. And even now for like public speaking, because no one can really do public speaking right now, there's now virtual speakers. So,
well, that's still public speaking in a way.
Right?
I literally, I've landed like 3 paid speaking engagements in 1 month virtually.
Yeah, it's incredible how many things, how many opportunities are out there if you actually just look for them, because they're out there. They're going, and either that and you start putting yourself out there as an expert and people will find you too.
Correct. And you don't have to worry about imposter syndrome. You just keep doing what you do. If you're documenting it, believe me, somebody's watching. Somebody's watching. I don't care if you get 10 likes. Out of that 10 likes, there might be one person that's like, you know what? I want to work with this person. People are so caught up on vanity metrics, and you're missing out on the big deal, on the larger picture.
Such a great way to think about it. Well, thank you so much, Nubia, for being here with us. If our listeners want to know more about you, where can they find you?
You can hit me up on Instagram at ANU Experience, ANU Experience.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Nubia, for giving us all of these amazing tips and tricks. We really appreciate you.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
I hope you enjoyed this extended interview with Nubia. Make sure to visit theoffbeatlife.com. Again, that's theoffbeatlife.com to get the full interview where she shares how she decided to donate all of her belongings and travel over 40. Hey friend, have you been wanting to start a podcast? I know it can be overwhelming in the beginning. Believe me, I have been there. Lucky for you, we have created a new site called howtocreateapodcast.com that shares a ton of freebies that can help you get started. From launching, growing to monetizing, we share it all in one place. Visit howtocreateapodcast.com for more information. Thanks for joining me on this extended interview. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review on iTunes. We can also chat some more on Facebook at The OB Live. I'll talk to you soon.